Hey everyone, Board Game Brody here with a prototype copy of Tales of Realms and Ruins. I am going to do a how to play video so you know how this game plays. So first you should know this is a game for 2 to 3 players. Players play as heroes who are fighting to claim the throne of the kingdom, and players will be playing cards, gaining better cards using actions from the realms that they rule, and gaining followers to place out on different realms in hopes to win the game. But watch out, because the Othersiders are sworn enemies of the kingdom and will try to destroy each realm. So players are battling for the throne as well as protecting the kingdom from the Othersiders. The game can end in several ways. You can win if you have the most of your followers in all 3 realms of the kingdom. You can also win when an offer deck becomes emptied. Depending on which realm's deck is depleted, the winner will be either the player with the most followers on the board, the player with the most gold, or the player with the most cards in their own deck. Players will take turns in the game, continuing in a clockwise direction, and on a player's turn they can perform 2 total actions. These actions are play a card, buy a card, use the effect of a realm that you rule, and train your hero. All the actions can be worthwhile depending on how you think you will, do in the game and how you want it to end. Let's go over some of these. So first, play a card. Each player starts the game with 6 cards in their deck and will draw 3 for their hand, which is the hand size limit in the game to begin with. You will play a card from your hand and perform the action listed on that card. If the action has 2 options, splitting them with the word or, then you can choose one of those 2 options. The card is placed face up, forming a discard pile. You have to take the effect on the card in order that it is written on the card to do it. You are not allowed to look at any of the other cards in your deck, nor go through your discard pile to see what cards you might have coming up, except for the fact that you are allowed to see the bottom card of your deck and the top card of your discard pile, which is face up. Cards have 3 suits shown by the design borders and different colors. The village cards are yellow borders with horse-shaped ornaments on them. The castle cards are blue bordered with castles depicted there. And the magic cards are red bordered with magical elements. Also, you won't draw up to your hand size limit until after you performed your 2 actions. When drawing cards, if you reach the end of your deck, you will flip your discard pile over without shuffling them. So the order in how you play your cards can be a very strategic choice throughout the game. Some cards' effects are as follows. Gain followers. When doing this, you take the number of followers from your supply and place them in the realms of your choice. Remove followers. You will remove followers from a realm and return it to that player's supply. Lose followers. Choose and return followers from the board to your own supply. Place outsiders. You will take the white cubes from their supply and place them on the realm of your choice. Perform a move. You relocate another player's followers or hero from one realm to another, or move an Othersider from one realm to another. Draw cards. Take cards from the top of your deck into your hand. Discard cards. Discard the number of cards from your hand and place them face up in your discard pile without using their effects. You can determine the order in how you discard these cards. If discarding another player's card, pick randomly unless the hand of their cards are already revealed, and have them discard the card into their discard pile. Win gold. Take the amount of gold from the supply and place it in your own supply. Pay gold. Take gold from your own supply and return it to the general supply, and if you're unable to pay gold, then you cannot use the effect on that card. Steal gold. Take gold from another player's supply. You cannot take gold from the general supply for this action. Interrupt a card. Negate all effects of the last played card from another player. The interrupted card is immediately discarded, and the interrupted player still counts their attempt as an action for that turn. This does not count as an action for the player playing the interrupt card, but they also don't refill their hand until the end of their turn. So less cards when it comes to that. Also, some cards might allow you to play the effect of a card in your discard pile, but if there are no cards in your discard pile, then there is no effect. You only start the game with 6 cards, and one of the ways to win if the game ends by depleting the Magic deck is the player with the most cards, including the hand of that player, the discard pile, and their deck will win the game. So gaining cards can be the way to victory. To buy a card, you have the choice of one of the 2 cards in each realm, but to buy a card, you are limited to buying in the realm where your hero is located. The cost of the cards varies depending on which cost marker is placed on that realm for the time being. These move around, but could be 4 gold, paying it to the supply, losing 1 follower from the realm where your hero is located, or choosing 2 cards from your hand that are the same suit. One gets discarded and the other is removed from the game. This can be a way that you can thin your deck for better cards, but just be aware of the winning condition of having the most cards, because if you're getting rid of them, you might not win that way. When buying a card, you will pay the cost, and then the card is placed face up in that player's discard pile. You can only buy 1 card for the action, and if you can't afford the cost, then you cannot buy it. After taking the chosen card, the top card of the offer deck is not flipped out until the start of the next player's turn. So we have gone over play a card and buy a card for possible actions. Next is use the effect of a realm. You can only use the effect of a realm that you rule. You rule a realm by having the most followers in that realm than any other player, including the potential of the other siders being there. You cannot use the effect of the same realm twice during a turn, but if you rule more than 1 realm, then you can use the effect from different realms on the same turn. When counting to see if you rule the realm, your hero does not count toward the count of a majority. The hero is only the indicator of the realm that you are allowed to buy cards in. Each realm also has a different effect. The village realm lets you win 3 gold. The castle realm lets you switch places of 2 cost markers. The magic realm lets you draw 2 cards. These potential actions change if the realms become ruined, which I will explain later, but ruined realms are shown on the other side of the map tile. And with the ruined village realm, you can steal 1 coin. With the ruined castle realm, you can remove a follower. And the ruined magic realm, you choose a player and discard 1 of their cards, and then you draw 1 card. Lastly, you can train your hero cost in an action. If you don't have good options to influence the world in your favor, then concentrate your efforts on improving yourself. Each player has a player board with a unique skill tree. You can unlock permanent abilities to help you gain the throne doing so. To do this action, you discard any 2 cards from your hand in the order that you choose. Then take a follower from your supply to place it on a slot on your skill tree. Once all slots are full for a skill, then you will earn and learn the skill to be able to have for that bonus. You can only start on the bottom of your board where a slot is shown with a circle around it. Then you can place the followers on any slots where the branches are connected to it. Now you should know that the followers you place on your board are permanent for the rest of the game. So the more you train a hero, the less followers you will have available to place on the map or to have in your supply. As a villager, this icon means to add the villager card to the game by placing it on top of your discard pile. Then this next icon means the effect of the hero card is then changed to place 2 3-valued gold coins from the supply in 2 realms of your choice. Whenever your hero moves to a realm with gold, immediately win all the gold in that realm. The last upgrade of your hero card then adds the option to perform 2 moves instead of using the effect on that card. This icon means enemy players cannot move your hero or the followers that are present in the same realm as your hero. This icon means you can play card effects that require you to pay gold as if you already paid the 1 gold, meaning you can take the effect without paying. Lastly, for the villager, this icon means once during your turn you may pay 3 gold to the supply to take an additional action during the same turn. Now, as the sorceress, again, to begin, you will place your hero card in the game on top of your discard pile here. This icon means that whenever you play your hero card, you can refresh an offer deck where your hero is located, place the top card on the bottom of the deck, and reveal a new card. The event or other sider symbols are ignored when doing this. This icon means after you play your hero card and use its effect, you can move your hero. This icon here means if the sorceress hero is in the village realm, you can play card effects that require you to discard cards and do it as if you already discarded one card, so you get the effect without needing to discard a card. This icon is when the sorceress hero is in the magic realm. Hand size is increased by one card. And lastly, for the sorceress, this icon means when the sorceress realm is in the castle realm and you have played 2 cards of the same suit during your turn, you may take an additional action this turn, making 3 actions. As the noble, again, to begin, you will place your hero card on top of your discard pile face up. Then when you get here, the effect changes to use the revealed or unrevealed effect of the realm where your hero is, meaning you can choose the realm effect on the present side or the flipped over side. This icon means that all enemy players cannot use the remove follower cards or actions or realm effects on the followers that are present in the realm where your hero is at. Your followers can be removed when a realm becomes ruined. This icon means whenever you play your hero card as the noble, you may also remove one follower from the realm where your hero is located. This icon means while the noble's hero is in the realm that you rule, you may play cards with the or text on it as if it said and, so it's like a 2-for-1 deal. Lastly, for the noble, if you have gained 2 or more followers during your turn, you may take an additional action during your turn. And those are all the actions players can gain when upgrading their hero, shown on their player boards. Now, again, players are not only competing against each other, but also against the game as well. The game is playing the role of the Othersiders, a nation at war against the kingdom. Their followers are represented as white cubes, but their cubes are treated as followers. You can still move or remove them with your actions. To rule a realm, you must have more followers than the Othersiders do as well. When the Othersiders conquer a healthy realm, then they become the ruler, and the board is flipped over to the ruined side. All followers are removed from it, leaving only the Othersider followers there and the heroes that might be left on it. To heal a ruined realm, the player must clear all Othersider cubes from the ruined realm by moving them to another realm or removing them from the game board. When this occurs, flip the ruined realm back to the healthy side up. When the realm is healed, the player's heroes and followers that are present on the ruined side, as they might be added during the game, they will remain there on the healthy side as well. The game also takes actions which are determined by the symbols on the bottom of the offer cards. Whenever a new offer card is revealed, you will check the symbol shown on it and carry out its action. This can be adding Othersider cubes onto the board. The player who last bought the card will then choose which healthy realm to place the Othersider followers on. If you add 2, they will need to go in the same realm and you cannot split them up. If Othersider followers run out, then you will add as many as you can. Then with the remaining, you will move Othersiders from the realm with the most to the realm that you have chosen. This rule does not apply when you are adding Othersiders due to a card effect. Then there are events, which are triggered when the event symbol is shown on a newly revealed offer card. These events form stories that transpire in the world in a choose-your-own-adventure type of storytelling way. If you are the last player to purchase a card from the offer cards and the next card that's revealed bears the event symbol, then they are considered the decision maker for that event. The realm where the card appears is considered the event realm. The decision maker draws the top card of the event deck and chooses a player to be the storyteller, and this player will go to the page in the event book shown on that card, and they will read it out loud to all players. The decision maker can read the card's text while the other player is searching for the right page. Now, in this book, there is a long version and a short version, and you can choose whichever you would like to use when playing the game. The event card is left face up for all players to see, and while reading, when there is a choice, the decision maker must make a choice based on the provided information. However, some events might have other players also take part in the narrative, and you will go through this book step by step without other interruptions until you get to the end of it. Event markers can also be used to help players mark specific game pieces if needed, and you can use them however you'd like to track whatever happens in the game. Again, the game ends if a player rules all 3 realms at the beginning of their turn, or the game ends when one of the 6 offer decks gets depleted. Then the winner is determined by the suit of the depleted deck. And the village deck, the player with the most gold wins. In the castle deck, the player with the most followers on the board wins. And with the magic deck, the player with the most cards in their hand, or their deck, or their discard pile all combined, then that player wins. If a tie, you will then perform the win condition on the next offer deck clockwise until the tie is broken. And if all 3 of those realms are tied, the player who last bought a card wins. And of course, all players lose the game immediately if all 3 realms become ruined. The Othersiders win the game, although there are 2 ways that can allow a player to join the Othersiders and win along with them. If this is the case, then it will be explained in detail at that time. So to start your turn, take 2 actions from the listed actions, then any additional other actions allowed by event cards can be done. You declare the end of your turn, then draw enough cards from your deck to bring your hand size back to what the hand limit is. And then between turns, you resolve all event effects, if any. If you bought a card, then you will resolve the Othersiders action or the event symbol. And then the next player will start their turn. Now, I hope this gives you what you need to play Tales of Realms and Ruins. If you have any questions, please leave them below. I will try to answer them. And again, this is Brody with Let's Table It, where we get games to the table. Please like and subscribe to our channel. We are new and working hard to bring to you videos like this one, so you know if these games are the ones that you want to get to your own table.